All right. I thought today was a great response by our team. I know I challenged them yesterday. Just with the intensity and the overall things that we saw from yesterday's practice. Today was an opportunity to respond, and I thought they did. I thought we had a really good practice. Getting some good work. Being able to keep the speed of the game. So some physicality and guys just working to get better, and that's what we needed. We've got some good work with maybe guys that haven't got as many reps in game situations. We continue to get a little extra with them, helping prepare them for the journey as it plays out. And then I just thought it was a really good day. And the guys are gonna get a couple of days off. You'll be able to take a deep breath, to continue to heal bodies, to continue to prepare themselves for a Friday night kick to kick off ACC play. But I thought today that looked like the team I know.
With Bless being out, Julian and Lloyd, is an opportunity or responsibility to get better for them, or did they realize there's some of you guys have to push them?
It doesn't change. The objective's still the same. If you don't have that sense of urgency as a player, then you're cheating yourself. And the guys have opportunities that they're maybe a couple snaps away. Absolutely. A guy like Jalen Early, I think Jalen is a phenomenal talent. It's just we're looking for the consistency of that. But he's a guy that when it comes to ability and the things that he's shown, I think he can be as good as any of them. And we're looking for which one of those guys are going to really emerge if the number's called and they got to go in there and be able to impact. So yes, there are new opportunities for guys, but it shouldn't change the mindset. It's just the realization that you could be one snap closer.
You and Jordan, some potty coolness, I guess, of you guys at practice. You guys seem to be on the same page.
What word did you just use?
I don't know, man. I'm just making stuff up. It's a bye week. I'm rough. Trust me, Coach. I need some rest myself.
What was the question?
But just the fact that you and Jordan seem to be on the same page during practice, in terms of after reps talking to each other. What kind of values are giving you guys in terms of quality?
One of the things I always like to ask quarterback, what do you see? And because it'll give me perspective. Are his eyes going the same as where my eyes are going? And just his growth and understanding. That doesn't mean he makes every right decision, but it's still it's a way for us to be able to better communicate and efficiently communicate throughout the course of games. And that's where I always tell you have to be able to speak the same language. And so when I hear what he saw, and it gives me a better understanding. Sometimes that's right, sometimes it's wrong, but it helps us work through. And I just love the mindset of what he's bringing to each practice.
Does that add extra confidence for you as a play caller, decision maker in games when you're able to have that connection with the
Absolutely. It's something that as a play caller, I think it's critical that you know what you guys see. Some things they see well, some things maybe they don't. What can you do to make it clean up the picture if it's something you want to run? For me, sometimes there's some great plays that schematically might be just wonderful, but if the guy playing quarterback or the offense in general doesn't see it the same, and sometimes it's just best not to run it. And it's all those things work through a relationship. And I always tell quarterback, if there's something you don't like, you got to be able to speak up to that, because ultimately, I'm going to have his back in what he does, but they also got to have mine, and just being honest with all those situations.
There are times in fact where it looks like Darian is special. How's that competition throughout the season go for the receivers?
Well, and Darian he basically had 4 practices before the first game, and those 4 practices look dang good, right? And then and we challenge it this week being the bye week. He's going to really get to take some strides, and he's looked good. That guy, he's going to be a really good football player here at Florida State, and we're excited about the steps that he's taken, and there's competition all around. So I know we've mentioned that. That's a good thing in the receiver position to see development, growth, guys that have been here that are getting better, guys that are the newcomers that added competition. Everybody's pushing each other.
What do you attribute the response today to? The fact that you came out, practice the way you wanted to.
It's who they are. Ultimately, yesterday was uncharacteristic, but we made the choice to maybe not be as intense, or maybe not as focused and passionate as what we normally are. But you get the choice of what you're going to do with the opportunity. And I was honest with him yesterday. sometimes I didn't probably say the nicest things, but you know what? Like, I believe in this team. I believe in what they can do. There's plenty of people that are so excited about just where we are, and you should be. You know what? It's been a little while since the program has got off to a good start to begin a season, but like, that's not what we signed up for. We signed up to. I mean, every day you come out here, you get better, so you can put your best foot forward, and you know that's what these guys have done, and that's what I've been. You know, you guys know, y'all around me. Like, I was confident last week. I knew, because I knew this team. Now, there were some disappointments in things that showed up, you know, with all. But if we will continue to work, if we'll continue to make the investments, I love the guys I get to coach and the people I get to work with. And so, I mean, that's all I want is just their best. And if that happens, I can live with the results. So today they came out and they were who I know that they are.
A lot of the focus, obviously, was on patient on that catch and the pitch, but it seemed like the toss wasn't great either. Like, how did those guys respond to that and just making kind of approach, making sure that
It was one of the first plays I ran in a competitive situation today. All right, let's see what it looks like, you know, and what are the things that we can do to clean up with that. Now, I might not have called it the exact same situation, but you know, that's where we all get to grow and learn to be better. But I'm not going to be, I won't be a coach that's going to sit there and worry about all the things that might not happen. Like, or that what I mean, we're going to take a very prepared approach to all things that we call and all things that we do. And you know what? There's going to be usually multiple options on a lot of things that we have. But you know, I'm going to believe in what our players can do. And if they prove it throughout the course of practice, they prove it throughout our preparation, you know, we're going to believe in that. And that's what, you know, for the majority of the game, that's what you saw show up. I mean, to go a flea flicker reverse, throwing the ball, you know, down the field, you know, well, we practiced that. Well, what if he fumbles there? What if this happens? Like, you don't. I mean, I believe, like I said, it goes back to belief in how these guys can execute what they can do. But yes, we go back and we get cleaner on the details. We get better on our alignments. We get better on our execution, and then we go out there and you got to perform when the moment shows up.
You spoke.
All right, last one. You mentioned that, you know, the belief in the team, you know. When you went on fourth down, what was this, you know, on the goal line, you know, what was the reaction on the sideline when you guys went, you know, showing that faith in the team?
I mean, our guys understand that we're gonna be well prepared in all decisions. There's gonna be a reason for things that we do. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into it. I mean, you know, ultimately, you know, I'm believing that, you know, with the throw, with the player, with all the things that's going to be a touchdown. And you know, we have multiple options on those plays. So I don't, you know, it's you don't know exactly where it's all going to go, but you know, I believe in what our guys and the ways they've worked. And, you know, but unfortunately, it didn't work out at that point. Defense, you know, didn't allow anything. You know, we went into halftime, got the ball, went down, and you know, put ourselves in a good position, opening up the second half. So I mean, you know, those are all things that are thought through by circumstances, situations through the game. But you know, like I said, I believe in the team, and whether it's running a field goal team out there to kick a field, I believe we're gonna protect and we're gonna make it. But it's all of those things that show up. I mean, they're all very calculated, and it's through belief in whatever the decision. Maybe it's the punt. Well, I believe we're going to flip the field and the ball's going to come out, and we're going to. So be it, right? It's all those things apply when it comes to making game time decisions.